it's still a nightmare on day one.
You're talking about people trying to learn in preseason. Some of them are trying to learn. Whoa, we got Lucian first pick. Okay, that's exciting. I like that. That's a fun, skill-expressive pick. Hell yes.
Yeah, good one, Stixxay.
They're putting great job. Lucian for Stixxay.
Putting their faith in the veteran Stixxay. You know, MSI finalist Stixxay. 2016.
Storied player.
Honestly.
Recognizable face for everyone in the crowd and online.
Definitely not Array, the Golden Guardians Academy back up there on stage.
So I was checking out his Twitter and stuff. He was boot camping with them in Korea, was having a good time. So hopefully we get to see a good showing out of him. This is a chance to make a name for yourself. Take down all the other Zoomers.
Oh,
well, you got to do it against K'Sante.
No way!
I am shocked that was not first pick. If you gave me a bet of anyone on the league roster.
But the Yasuo pairing. Okay.
Oh, come on. Give me K'Sante, Yasuo, Yone.
Hold on, though. It could be a Busio Yasuo. It was one of his main mid lane champions that he played. We'll see how fun the Zoomers are getting with their draft.
I want you putting out a K'Sante Yasuo bot lane? Throwing that out there?
That would be kind of sick, actually. They do play kind of similar. Like I said, you know, K'Sante with the
Q stacking.
Stack the Qs and run at him. Plus, K'Sante has easy knockups. Works well with Yasuo. Easy. K'Sante can knock the guy through a wall 500 miles, and then Yasuo follows him.
They both follow him, yeah.
There's a range. You got to get
kick you out away from the rest of your team.
Yasuo can't follow that if you go all the way to the other side of the wall.
All right.
How big is the wall that we're working with? That's the real question.
A Taliyah wall, and you're going down the full length of it.
We were thinking about this.
Construct.
Yeah. If you could go down the entire length of the Taliyah wall if your angle was perfect.
Okay, so it's knock-up squad for Team Zoomers.
So, yeah, in Demacia Cup, it was like mostly Vi and Wukong, a lot of Vi and Wukong for jungles. I like the Zac angle, though. My favorite junglers right now have been the ones where you can just rush Demonic on them. I feel like that item is turbo OP, and it's made even more so by the changes to Mythics this time around. Zac is definitely one of those. Could be flexed, though. Could be flexed.
Sorry, dude.
What?
Did he pop up in the heat bag?
I'm not really sure what went down there, but while we're waiting on this ban phase to conclude here in the second half of the draft, we got Gabby standing by on a sideline for an interview with Revenge. Gabby, what's going on over there?
Hey, what's up, everybody? First time we're coming to the stage with the players ready to kick off. Had to get some words from Revenge here. K'Sante, I'm so surprised. Oh my goodness, why'd you pick him today?
I don't know. I mean, it's a new champion. I gotta try him out. I heard he's kind of weak right now, but you know, I want to prove some people wrong. You know.
You been having fun playing him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any words on the strat over here? Halfway through draft right now.
We're cooking up some stuff right now. I cannot leak it, just in case, you know. But you guys will see. I'll just say, Yasuo and Zac can go anywhere right now. I'll just say that right now.
Yeah.
That's what we're deciding. They can go anywhere.
Ooh, go anywhere. Well, don't burn what you're cooking. I'll let y'all get back to your strats. What do you think, boys?
It sounds great to me. That's what I was. As soon as we saw the Yasuo, we're like, oh, maybe Busio.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a lot of Yasuo players on the team, but even Zac can be moving around. Honestly, though, everybody's got knockups already. I want to get some mics in the crowd, though. I heard shouts from the crowd, but I can't.
Yeah, the sound cancellation
with the headset on.
No, it's funny. There's so many pro players, and they're just like watching the stage, probably gonna backseat the hell out of all the decisions that they make. We'll just have to see what they go for.
More knockups.
More knockups. It's got to be knockups. It's got to be knockups. If they have a single champion on their team that doesn't have a knockup,
that's why when he said like, "Oh, we got secret things coming," it's more knockups. It's the Yasuo.
You picked Yasuo. We know what you're gonna pick.
We get what you're gonna do. Oh boy, I wonder who's gonna get the Yasuo though, because you're kind of the star of the show. Puts a bit of a spotlight on you.
You're the main character. If you're the Yasuo, you are the main character. You're the anime protagonist.
K'Sante is also another main character.
Yeah, but he's the cool guy that just joined this season. And then he's OP because he shows off his new powers.
True.
But the main character's still the main.
Okay, I'm with you.
Well, now that they've done a Kali, that kind of fell apart.
That's no knockup.
Yeah.
What?
More damage, more killer.
Bruh. Okay. Well, it's not a knockup.
Well, everybody wants to be the star of the show. JoJo's not going to let.
I'll be honest. I'm more in favor of everyone playing really hard carry champions for a show match like this than like some wombo combo comp that turns online 50 minutes.
Ooh, the Taric coming in. The core JJ Taric. This is something actually last year he was spamming a whole bunch. We didn't get to see it pulled out, too often in pro play, but this is definitely a core JJ special.
And then wait, is the Ahri visual update
No.
on this patch?
No.
It's not?
Pretty sure it's not.
Okay.
I feel like they would
don't
have
know,
juiced
but
us up a little bit more about
Default
that
to Mark.
in the
Why don't you check in with Twitch chat? What are
Yeah, what's Twitch chat doing or saying?
Twitch chat.
BGU.
VGU live? Question mark. You can all say yes and lie to Kobe. 'Cause I know it's not, but he doesn't apparently.
I'll just repeat whatever they say.
They're all saying yes.
Wait, we could do Twitch casts. I'll say whatever you guys.
Oh.
Whatever's the most
Nice
repeated
knowing you,
line.
Kobe. Have a good
Whatever
career.
doesn't get him fired. He won't say it if it gets
Yeah,
him fired.
whatever is the most repeated line. I got you. Twitch chat. If you go over to the
You're gonna regret
LCS
this,
channel.
XDD was pretty popular for a second there.
I'm a man of the people, Mark. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the megaphone of the people.
Beep, beep.
Beep beep.
All right, so we do have Ryze coming in. We talked about the changes to Roa and Archangels becoming a real item again.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're up through.
Absence.
Hey, he did the rise. There we go. Okay, nice point, Mark.
Wait, where were
Literally
you?
what he's saying.
I'm looking at Twitch chat. I'm trying to see
All
what.
right, you've lost your Twitch chat privileges. You can't multitask. You can't read Twitch chat.
What is... All right. Well, we also got Shen over here on the right side, so it didn't end up being the
Oh, I
Yasuo
actually-
Wombo combo.
I actually
What do you
might
guys got?
repeat. I think I'm gonna repeat the line that they're spamming right now.
You go for it.
What do you got? What is it?
It's dangerous.
Yeah?
How you doing, Mark?
I don't know how it
all
works
right,
either.
61% agree with you. 27 million channel points on the line.
Holy moly.
2.7, excuse me. I can do math.
Whoa, oh,
2.7.
Okay. All right. 27 million times. You could have just lied to us, and we would have
Yeah,
believed
you-
you.
but-
But
Stick to your
Twitch chat
guns.
would just see that I'm lying. Then
They can only tell
I'm
you
more
though.
worried about them judging me than you guys.
I was gonna say, are you more concerned about them than us? All right. Let's see how we start
Ooh.
off here. Boomers are looking to square off a little bit.
And Spica's got the blue pet.
Went Squirtle. Interesting choice.
Yeah, for the River Shen. I like it.
Oh, commitment.
Fully
Yeah, it's
embracing River
thematic.
Shen. More move speed when it goes through the brush.
And the lore also is that River Shen was like kind of underwater. A lot of people knew about it, but it hadn't seen too much play. But then Spica was the one who kind of broke it out during, I think it was the finals run that they were on.
True.
And got a lot of attention on River Shen. There was a lot of controversy that other people played it first, but Spica did kind of force it into the public perception.
Let's see how quickly Shen can feed his pet though. I don't know how many treats
Or the enemy team.
how quickly Shen can get those treats.
I mean, what if he becomes a Ravenous Hydra Shen? Then he can farm up fast.
True. Ravenous still good. Ravenous has been nerfed 3 times.
That item was way too good.
At the beginning of
It was
preseason.
way too
It
good.
certainly was. It certainly was.
It was an interesting choice to get the stacking ability out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Oh,
Call it a
lane
head
swap
scratch.
right here. Jojo Pune in the top lane versus Solo.
I like it.
Revenge is a coward. Doesn't know how to play Cassante and Gwen. Ran away from him.
I think that's one of the only matchups that people are don't like to play Cassante into, isn't it?
I mean, you can go off data, or you can go off calling him a coward.
Yeah, no,
don't matter.
because Cassante wins most matchups early on. One of the very few.
All right, back here in mid lane. We still got Jensen just chilling right now, letting Revenge do what he's doing, getting those things pushed up. Takes a little bit of damage back, but that's no big deal because Jensen is stacking the tier. So hopefully we get to see this turn into that new Archangel staff that you were talking about, Mark. Because when you mentioned this yesterday about the Archangel staff changes, I had completely forgotten that item was in the game. It was a trash bag ever since the rework.
It was in a weird spot where it was like, do I really want this much ability haste? And it heals me when I cast spells.
Oh, Seraphs?
Yeah, old Seraphs, and now
Yeah.
the change is very much appreciated. I like going back to the ability power. And
Yep.
with Roa getting introduced this offseason as well, the old combo's back.
Yeah. And another proc shield. Nice. All right, both junglers taking the recommended routes.
How often do you use those? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're trash and it's a nuke trap?
I mean, full clearing is greatly incentivized now, especially with delayed scuttles. So unless you're pulling off some cheese gank like you're duo queuing with somebody, or you have supreme confidence in one person that you're going for carry, most people are going to do a full clear. And then choosing which side you start on, it just depends on your lane matchups.
Makes sense to me. Jojo, chilling. Revenge, chilling. Everybody's chilling. Scuttle Crabs are getting traded off.
Scuttle
right now.
Crabs, actually, I think one of the best changes, no more shield on the Scuttle
Oh
Crab.
my god, I hated the you don't
That's
have hard
actually
CC, suck it. I'm glad they changed that.
Well, I mean, you could smite it off.
I know, but it was still like
It's
great.
annoying,
I had to
yeah.
commit my smite early.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Mark's not into, you know, trying to keep track of his timer. He's trying to use his smites willy-nilly.
If I got an ability up, I'm using it. Flash level 1. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Get out of base a little bit faster.
All right, we
Flash
got
that wall.
some deep wards here early on too from Team Boomers, using those big boomer brains. Get some early vision here on those camps for the respawn.
Yeah. All right. I was
Yeah.
hoping to see maybe something a little bit more aggressive. Maybe something. I'm not gonna lie to you, gentlemen. I'm a little bit sad that the score says 0-0, 4.5 minutes
I am
into the
shocked
game.
there was no cheese level 1
Yeah, really?
prepped by other teams.
No level 1 all in.
It's a show match. You got to show.
There we go. Contracts W over the tri-brush onto the ward.
Unfortunately, stepping by on top of, and there's you can see the ward flagging thing that you guys were talking about earlier for the increased amount of information given to players.
Yeah.
I will say it's one thing. There's a lot of more visual noise a little bit on the screen with objective voting and all these like
Yeah.
little UI things.
Well, so especially, I mean, it's definitely controversial, but with a lot of these things, it was possible to track these things with third-party apps, and then
Right.
some people would do it. Now it's just
You're not one of those scummers, are you?
Everybody could, yeah. Everybody
I mean,
could do it.
the objective voting to me feels like Clippy from Microsoft Word. He just pops up and constantly bothers you about stuff.
Hey, do you want a period here? You forgot a period.
At least it pops up less than it used to.
No, Clippy, get out of here. I'm just trying to write this paper.
I will say a lot of the changes, I mean, like, I remember way back in the day when they added, like, some of the objective tracking, like, on, like, red buffs and things like that. And, like,
Yeah.
you know, all the junglers lost their minds who were good at it. A lot of the pro players, Meteos, and, like, I think you were against it. I was pretty against it. Overall, I think I've softened on my stance on that kind of stuff. So, like, the big camps, if you kill the leader of the camp, now the whole camp will despawn in 10 seconds or whatever, you know, like the large monster. So those kinds of changes trying to protect people from things. I see why they're going that route.
Well, I can see why we're going into what looks like a dragon fight. Revenge has Jensen zoned out here a little bit. The dragon's going to be low, but who's going to take it? It is secured by Contracts. The smite from neither side ended up being the killing blow, and that means that Team Boomer gets the first objective.
18 health there, a little bit early from Spica, as Busio tried to chase him off, slingshotting in there.
Pretty clean escape as well. Just
Yeah.
pops the wall right after.
Very
gets out, doesn't
very
commit a
clean.
flash. Nope.
Contracts, baby, 23 years old, youngest boomer on the team, younger than two of the Zoomer.
in the world.
He's got the fingers, baby.
All right, I mean, but like league age, he's kind of old. He debuted in 2016.
Right. So exactly, we were looking into this as the argument for actually having Revenge on the Zoomer team. You know, his career in League of Legends did start much later,
And
much more recently.
I could get the number wrong, but I think it was like 90-something pro games, whereas almost all the boomers are in the hundreds. So even though he's a little bit older, you know, Contracts has been around the block. He has seen some stuff. He went down to Academy, had to grind it back up to CLG and stuff. You know, like he's been through it.
Yeah, I mean, he started playing League of Legends when he was 12 years old. I know a lot of the players up on stage started playing when they're extremely young, but
Dude, I was 12 years old in 2002.
almost half his life been playing League
That's
of
a
Legends.
lot of League of Legends.
You know what's crazy? Core JJ, we had like this sheet of when they started playing. Core JJ was 17.
Really?
That's like weirdly late.
yeah.
To become a world champion like a couple of years later, it feels like, you know?
Natural born gamer.
Yeah.
The dude's just
All right, let's
a Chad.
see if we get any excitement down here for level 6 Berserker.
Oh, they're going in. Array's in a bit of trouble here. Core JJ going to heal him right back up, and now they're ready to turn things back around. Core's not going to hit the stun on Busio, so he's able to keep on walking out from that one. It was Ignite traded for Exhaust there, so offensive summoners back and forth out of both parties. I like the fact that we're seeing everybody start to try to make a couple of moves here, and with Jensen's first item being that Catalyst, it looks like we are going to see the Roa Arcane build that we were thinking about. Solo getting dove. Jojo, where's the E2? He dashes right back out, but he just barely misses on having enough damage to complete the combo and complete the kill.
Really, really close there from Jojo. Not able to get it, but he will get a turret plate instead, and Spica's going to move over to the Rift Trail.
Honestly, Spica's got 56 farm compared to the 54 of Contracts. River Shen is not being outpaced in terms of his jungle tempo here.
Yeah, and Contracts here, though, going to get another neutral objective, it looks like. Even with no teleport on Solo, is a good rotation of the bottom lane up there from Team Boomers. Nice macro here to make sure they don't lose out
But one important thing is right now, Spica has the better smite. Contract still has the level 1 baby smite.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah,
you have to get down to 20 stacks on your jungle item to get the upgrade. So
There he goes.
fortunately, there was no contest. So Contract is going to go ahead and pick up that objective, like you were saying. There feeds the little
Venusaur!
critter.
It evolved.
Venusaur, the frog. What was Bulbasaur and Venusaur supposed to be? Were they frogs or lizards?
It's plant plus frog.
Okay, frog.
I don't
plant,
know.
Plant frog.
Bulb dinosaur. Bulb dinosaur. That's how I.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that actually is what the name is.
That's every name.
Genius. We've figured it out, what, like 15 years later.
How are we at 0 kills 10 minutes into the game?
Because
Bring
they're
in
just-
the Ring of Fire from Nexus Blitz.
Because they're just so skilled. It's just so hard to get an advantage. You know, that's the difficulty.
Yeah.
I respect Jojo Pune giving us the turret dive. He was very nearly had that one.
Well, Ray and Core JJ, I mean, they're swapped up to mid now. You got Gwen hanging out down there in the bottom side. Solo's just going to take the topsy-turvy lane situation here. Everybody's just sort of rotated one up from where they were. Contracts is hanging out, but they're not going to really have a whole lot of an opportunity. Nice sidestep there from Revenge, getting away from the stun out of Tarek. But now we're seeing some on my ways towards the top side. Maybe the call is to make a dive onto Jojo.
Looking like the case. Jensen trying to soften him up. Here comes the rest of the squad.
Summon up the Herald just to make sure that they've got plenty of extra pressure here to grab plate money.
Whoa.
Dump it right back in on Jojo, but they got to be careful. Akali can be difficult to make.
River
these
Shed.
calls. Stand United's ready to go. Jojo wants to get the fight, but he ain't going to find it quite yet. He barely lives. Same amount of HP. He barely missed out on the kill against his opponent with earlier. Now he's going to walk away by the skin of his teeth.
Now you see me, now you don't. Jensen and Contracts, they used to play together way back at the origins of Contracts on Cloud9. Jensen's got his back still to this day.
They had some pretty insane synergy. I still remember the jungle Ezreal that Contracts was popping off on. Contracts also played with Jojo Pune back on the EG Academy squad, if I'm not mistaken. He's played with a lot of mid laners. That old man had a lot of partners.
Yeah, and this was one of the original ones. So coming in for the Rift Herald pop, as we know, Jojo looking for the Shen combo assassination here, but barely doesn't get enough damage. It doesn't look like he missed anything either. The E2 hits as well. They get the knock-up, tries to get the taunt through, can't get it in time, onto the rise.
Core JJ showing up there made sure they couldn't get that kill.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we're going to get our first blood now. 11.5 minutes into the game. It's Dragon number 2. Remember, it was Contracts and Team Boomer that took the first one. Team Zoomer's starting up this second one here. Spica's ready. Contracts is ready. They both have an equal-powered smite here. Jojo's looking for a potential chance to come around from the side. Keep your eyes on Busio, the Zac engage. Be the difference maker here. He's charging up, Elastic Slingshot, but he ain't quite going to hit the mark. Jojo drops the smoke nice and early, but that means he's going to have a hard time navigating the fight afterwards.
No ult
Might
on
be an
that either.
opening for a punish here. Contracts forces the flash back over the wall from Jojo. His team Zoomer tries to regroup after their failed engage. Contract's going to get jumped on as they engage there with the Yasuo. Berserker's looking to lead the way as the Dragon goes the way of Spica and Team Zoomer, but it's Team Boomer who's got a better fight. Jensen's grabbing the first blood already as the Zac Bloblets are just going to get smashed. 2 for nothing in the fight.
Revenge baits Berserker in. He takes the ult up on the knock up on the ultimate, and then you saw Core JJ well-timed, keeping everyone alive. No deaths.
I mean, really, it's just really good timing and team fighting there with the Tarek. The Boomer's getting a lot of cooldowns as well as chunking at the health here on Zoomers. And then even though the Dragon goes away, definitely happy to get those kills as we start to open up the map, take down some of these turrets. Only a couple turret plates left.
It's Infernal Rift, man. I was hoping for the Chemtech Dragon finally.
Chemtech one?
Yeah. Only got
The Super Plants?
the mutant plants.
Yeah.
The juiced up blast cones might be the funniest part of
Oh, those are hilarious.
People are just going all over the place. Yeah.
It looks like PlayStation 1 physics when they just like wiggle and fly through the air.
The running, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Ooh, we've got the first item completed there for Jensen. Okay, let's take another look at the replay. There was your initial engage, but unfortunately for the Zac, he didn't hit, and then Jojo dropped the smoke, and That's a pretty long cooldown.
Yelka had no ult there, so he couldn't really follow up that cleanly, even if the Zac knockup did come through.
Yeah, I mean, CoreJJ kiting it out, and he gets the end of that Carrick stun.
Boys, hold on now. Array is dead as Berserker cuts him down over the wall. CoreJJ tries to get away, but Berserker is ready and waiting. He's got the attack speed built up from the lethal tempo. Core's still keeping alive for now. Berserker will die in response.
Wait, they're coming as well. Here comes Jensen.
Oh, can Spica get away from this? Shen's not exactly a highly mobile champion. Jensen's still running after him. Should be able to grab the phase rush proc here to stay on him. Contract's coming up from behind. Tries to go for the flash engage there with the ult. He needs R2 to catch back up to Spica. Gonna finish him off with a reset Q, as now he's got to deal with Revenge and Busio here in the 1v2 as Jensen's ready to join him, make it a fair fight. Revenge back underneath the turret. Busio staying alive now too, as they'll walk that one away. Game is 3-2, still slightly favoring the Boomers.
That old school Contracts Jensen combo at it again. Contracts full faith, the charge in there, goes with the flash knockup, and they get one.
Yeah, Contracts, 100% KP. When he's feeling good, he is such an aggressive player. It was fun, we were talking about it in Spring Split, led the league in deaths because CLG was just struggling to follow up on his engages and see the same angles, and then much better
again. Yep, there it is. They go for the dive, but they get the stand united instead. Spica turning it around now as Revenge stays alive at about 1/3 HP. The Boomers aren't going to get what they wanted. And by the way, I don't really know what happened to the UI, but it's definitely not 1358, and Array is definitely not dead. So we're going to have to figure that out here in a minute. But let's take another look back at how Array was dead as Busio jumped over the wall and started the whole thing off.
Dodges out on the slingshot. CoreJJ does get nailed by the Zac Q. And then they get the knock up after the taunt here. Berserker right in, Array flashing over. And Zerker finishing him off.
We're jumping right back to oh man, I thought we were gonna jump back into another fight. Normally when the replay's in like that, it's because you're jumping into another fight and you gotta get ready to go, but then it's just, nah, JoJo's just shoving him back.
Keep you on your toes, baby.
Yeah, gotta be ready, gotta be ready. All right, so Rod of Ages stacking at 2 stacks right now. Remember, for those of y'all that haven't really been building this item so far in preseason, yes, it's back. Yes, it still stacks to 10 like it used to, but now it gives you an extra level upon completion along with all of the stats. So nice power spike, especially once it gets fully completed. Over on the other side, Akali still not with a fully completed item in her inventory, as Revenge forced to flash away there with Jensen and Contracts looking for another one, the dynamic duo back at it.
Yeah, both these teams have really strong 1-3-1 comps, actually, with K'Sante, Akali, Gwen, and Ryze all being comfortable in side lane. So gotta keep your head about you because there's gonna be a lot of rooms coming in for a show match. Kind of a high-level macro comps.
Well, there's our second turret of the game going down. Boomers are still going to maintain about that 1,000 gold lead. Remember, they got the first Herald. They're going to get the second one here now. 5 treats left to feed to his faithful pet for Contracts, whereas Spica has already completed his jungle item. It's out of the inventory. The pet is fully evolved, and there is the Radiant Virtue completed for him so that when he ults in with that stand united, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
Because for me, with this overlay, I can't see the bottom lane and that tower because the overlay is covering it on the side. Is that troll?
Yeah,
you can't see it either, right?
No, we can definitely all see it. You're blind.
Yeah, I can't see the lane at all. No, you're good.
Troll.
They took the turret. That's why you can't see it.
Just make it up.
Well, Dragon's coming up on that side of the map, baby. Let's get that river control.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at our total gold here, too. You can see it's Jensen, man, way out in front of everybody. He's practically the whole lead of the game right now, so keep your eyes on the rise. Jensen Herald is summoned up here in mid, mostly to try to force down this tier 1 via distraction. Give these guys some room to do what they got to do with the dragon spawning now. But remember that Busio and Berserker are already both in position down around here. The Herald completes its job, and now Team Boomer roams down as a unit. They're ready to fight for crabs. They're ready to fight for dragons, and we're going to listen on their comms why they do it.
Yep. They're going for bot.
Yep.
Yep. K'Sante no flash. I think we can just pull drag too.
Coming down.
I would say your Akali.
Akali's on flank.
Dunking.
So is Shen.
Yeah, I will have an angle soon.
One person marking the side.
Yeah, I flash in 10. I flash in 10.
Yeah, just hit this guy.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it cold.
Yep.
I think we just stay here and I can just go forward.
Okay.
Like if Yasuo walks up again in 3 seconds, I'm just gonna go right, okay?
Okay.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
Watch it. Watch him.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
That's on the flash.
Yeah, listen.
I will take guys. I will take guys. I will hit.
Yeah, I'm on Chen.
Kill them all.
Good there, Zach.
Nice engage.
Yeah, that was really good. Nice. You want?
Oh my, we chose the correct team to listen to. That was perfect setup from Contracts and Core JJ. Watch me, I'm going in 3 seconds, boom. Yasuo is dead, Berserker didn't get to play the game.
And they did it perfectly too with the Wukong setting up the knockout.
no!
The Taric stun following it at the correct angle to guarantee
Zoomer.
the subsequent lockdown. The Boomers get it done, man. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, that was really clean comms by Contracts, identifying his target when he wants to go, calling his cooldown so everyone knew. And to be honest, he didn't get that much support other than from Core JJ. They mostly sold him out. And then when the counter engage comes in, Core JJ times his ultimate, drops it down, make sure no one drops. So that fat Zac knockup did basically nothing other than stall him out for a minute. A very easy cleanup after the superstar of the enemy team is down.
Yeah, great coordination. JoJo escapes, but as we know, there's a sad ending to that tale for him.
Yeah, this is
This game of hide and seek has a winner, and the name is not JoJo.
And it was Jensen using the Realm Warp to find him, make sure he was able to close that gap in time. JoJo does whatever he can trying to fight back, but everybody gets to a point in some of these where you just have to spam emotes.
Yeah, Jensen Bezos coming in big there. He was on top of the Alienware gold graph. Or the, excuse me, the Amazon gold graph. Jensen Bezos. We'll see if they can eat the rich later, but he's 4-0-3 right now, pretty strong.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's eating whatever he wants at this point in time. He's got his fully evolved Seraphs. He's still stacking that Rod of Ages. Now they're got another nice engage coming out from the Taric and the Wukong combo. Core JJ and Contracts looking to run it back here for a second time, but it ain't going to work out so well this time around. JoJo grabs the shutdown back on over to Contracts as Berserker tries to get himself away. It's Busio for Contracts. Solo's still dead for another couple of seconds as Revenge has to disengage. Jensen is the absolute mover, the shaker, the playmaker. He's just running in and smacking people in the mouth. Shut down for JoJo, back over onto Array, trying to get back whatever he's able to find. Jensen with the flash back over the wall as Core JJ's left to fight on his own. Throws out a stun, looking to land it right back onto Berserker as Solo's able to join in the fight now here as well. Berserker looking to get away. Jensen 1v2 trying to get away from it as JoJo is able to find the opportunity to go back into the fight, go back in for the outplay. Berserker with a knockup back into Core JJ, and it's Berserker versus Solo, the last man standing.
Solo died early on before the play started. Teleports in to end it himself on the Gwen. My goodness, what a bloodbath.
That was insane. The Radiant Virtue Shen actually looks so gross. You put the fat shield on top of them, you show up out of nowhere all of a sudden, start popping heals around the rest of his team, allowed Berserker and Jojopian to actually stay in that fight, kite it out.
Yeah, that was a crazy re-engage. Turn around. Two more stacks for the Rod of Ages, though. Jensen's gonna get another level. All right, let's take another look at the origins.
This looked very dicey, I admit, for Team Zoomers. I like this turn onto definitely Stixxay, but then definitely Stixxay kited it out pretty well, 1v2 on the back line, and got the kill. Yeah, and then that allowed, I felt like, Team Boomers to actually take this fight, given that Jensen showed up late and whatnot, the fact that he was able to stay alive. Then the re-engage here with the River Shen was just too clean. Yeah,
I mean, it was a great position from Boomers, but they didn't have the numbers, because Jensen was still split pushing at the beginning, Solo was dead. So the scramble here from Berserker.
But back alive, we already got another fight starting up. The Taric ulti's gonna come down, and that is gonna keep Contracts alive, doing just fine, chasing out Berserker, knocking him out first. But now Array's trying to stand and fight. Revenge jumps into the middle of everybody, but you can't go all out in the middle of everybody on the enemy team. They're just getting mowed over. The Boomers got their number, and the Zoomers are going home. It's bedtime, boys. Solo and Contracts are gonna chase down the last one left. Revenge gets hit over the head with the stick. 1, 2, 3, you are out of there. Ace over to Solo and the Boomers.
And that's going to be Baron as well for sure for the Boomers. Clean ace, everybody surviving on their squad, taking down every last Zoomer.
Kobe, you and I might have goofed up our prediction there, but
we are in danger of losing our prediction.
Don't worry, you guys just made people lose 2.7 million channel points with your inaccurate expertise.
Well, if you voted for Team Zoomer because of Kobe and myself's predictions, just be glad it wasn't 27 million.
Well, remember, we did not guarantee the outcome. No refunds.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah, we just like the team.
Oh, man. Just caught out of position. No ultimates back up yet. The Shen ult still not coming through. Can't pop the Radiant Virtue.
Yeah, another good start here from Contracts. I mean, he just keeps looking for Berserker, finding him before the fight starts. Then the attempt at the turnaround there, though, it's just too hard to climb back in.
Yeah, Revenge is all out, was all in to the middle of the enemy team.
Solo just kind of casually fending off 4 enemy players.
The round
and
warp.
now the backup has arrived, but it won't arrive in time to save him. Jojo's gonna grab the shutdown there by the Solo. It's now Revenge in the middle of everybody. This K'Sante melts like paper. 0 and 4 now. The Boomers are just too far ahead. They made that one look way too easy.
You know, Revenge did say K'Sante wasn't very strong in the pregame interview.
Yeah.
He's kind of backing it up.
The champion, this is 13.1, so it is with the K'Sante nerfs.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were mostly damage nerfs.
Well, Ryze is 10 stack Rod of Ages. He's level 16. He's got Rabadon's Death Cap now as his 3rd completed item. He's 7, 1,
You know
12.
what? Kobe was the one who told him in the bathroom that we're on the new patch as well. Jensen, maybe you shot yourself in the foot here by giving him the details and then predicting against him.
Maybe, I'm just saying, in all games in the future that Jensen plays, he's got to plan his strategy in the bathroom before the game, because this one's working out pretty well for him. They still got control over the enemy jungle. They don't even feel the need to back away. Jojo comes in with a TP here for a flank, but are they going to get their opportunity? Spica has an angle of his own, but it's only an angle to walk away. Jojo throws out a Shuriken, tries to flip one in there and follow it up. As Jensen goes on a killing spree, Busio is immediately dead. Jojo now isolated, trying to get himself back to a spot where he might be able to do something here. Contract's gonna get shut down as Jojo goes, oh, he finds a Ray. That was smooth. Simple and clean like it was Kingdom Hearts, baby. Jensen goes on a rampage, though, and there's just no stopping this rise in the Realm Warp. Speak is now in the middle of a 2-man sandwich, and it's not going to be tasty for the jungler on the side of Team Zoomers. Double kill back over to Jensen. 26-11. They're on Soul Point now as well. Oof.
Yeah, Jensen is a monster, level 16 right now, and as we said, they buffed both of these items for the build, so it's not just one buff on one of the items that he uses. Definitely going to be a scaling monster nowadays.
Can we see Jensen Bezos' wallet from
Ooh, he just got the Medjai's.
From Observer swap us over to the gold draft?
Well, you can see he's 2.6k ahead of Jojo.
Technically,
that's
Contracts
not
is
even
further,
as much as the jungle diff.
but I bet it's the highest overall in the game.
Yeah.
Just total gold
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all the
Yeah, he's
farm.
definitely highest total gold in the game. There's no way he's not. 13.3 thousand. The second highest gold in the game is 11.2 on his own top laners. So, yeah, a little over 2,000 gold
He's a
ahead
1%er.
of the next closest person. Jojo gets the stand united, decides to go in, pops the smoke, but they're still going after him. Spica trying to protect that mid laner as Berserker finds his knockup and finds his engage, but is it going to be enough? They go all out. There's the kill on Jensen, the shutdown they needed, but they're just too far behind. The rest of the Boomers are going to clean them up, make up for losing that hyper carry, and I think they can just walk it in.
I gotta say, the Zoomer comp is still pretty fun to watch.
See if we get ping-ponged around.
Yeah, with all the knockups and kickbacks here, but Core JJ with the 5-head Taric pick into this, knowing, it's a full knockup, team fight composition here. Taric ultimate does so much for them. And Team Boomers
Refusing to end the game. Going for
Yeah.
the full reset there instead of, I think with the 10 seconds on the respawn timers, they could have easily ended that one, but they're
have some
playing with
fun.
their food.
Yeah, gonna have some fun with that one. Hey, K'Sante got a kill too. He's on the board.
Let's go.
Only took the entire team working together to get that one kill.
Hey, sometimes it's a mental diff, right? You got to make sure, because this game's toast, right? Like, you're not winning this one. So you got to make sure everybody's mental is good for the next one. And sometimes the difference between 0 kills and 1 kills, that works.
Tracks for me.
These are the important things to remember at the start of a season when everybody's mental is going to be exploding left and right if they have a losing streak.
When you have the 1 in 10 game, figure out how to get prepared for your next one.
Exactly.
I mean, probably the most important skill in climbing rank, especially at the beginning, is how to keep your teammates from tilting.
Yes.
Whichever team doesn't mental boom first.
What was your volley bear strategy for your Masters climb at the end of last year? Just win the game by 15 minutes so nobody would cry about jungler not ganking?
Exactly. Spam gank tower dive before they can mental boom. All right.
It works, it works.
Time to finish. One lane left to work with.
JoJo's getting some good mileage out of spamming those Akali animations.
I do like how they were holding the wave, too, to wait for the supers of the other 2 lanes to get in and create more
Here's the
pressure.
dive.
There it is. Realm Warp along with the ulti coming out from Taric as they go for Berserker here in the back. A lot of damage pouring through, but they ain't able to kill him until Contracts comes in with that Q to seal the deal. Solo's on a rampage. Busio's down yet again. JoJo's not going to find the outplay this time, and Spica drops last. It's a 5-0 ace. It's the end of game number 1, and it's a victory march. They'll clean up every inhibitor, every turret, every minion, every damn thing the Zoomers had. The Boomers took. GG. Boomers take the first game.
Good game plan there from the Boomers. I mean, they're playing against the Yasuo knockup team, and Contracts focused that Yasuo very quickly.
And the Taric, like we were talking about too, just to make sure that even if they try to go in with their wombo, there ain't really a whole lot of combo.
Yeah, great stuff there. How's Twitch chat feeling, Mark? What we got going
They
on?
said rip channel points.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Why'd you listen to us?
The Boomers put the young whippersnappers in their place.
Happened.
Took their money. They played the hustle. You know, oh, we're so old. We can't play anymore.
Oh yeah, man. They were just
Start of a new season.
messing
I
with
can't
them.
even see the patch notes.
So
My
what,
vision's
are we
so bad.
going to pull from the audience now to get some replacements?